Hey, what's up guys? Best and West here, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I went to garage sales today and I got some pretty good pickups. Not the greatest of all time, but I'd say like it's not a bad day if you can get stuff for the prices that I got them. So I picked up a DVD, some NES games, and some DS games. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing that I picked up was this Dragon Ball Z Season 1 DVD set. I think it's DVD. Yeah, it's a DVD set. And I got this from a community or a neighborhood garage sale. They didn't have too much stuff, mostly DVDs and stuff. But, I mean, this was $2. And it still even has the plastic in it. Unfortunately, it's not brand new sealed, but it's pretty new still, so I'm pretty excited. I got this for $2 again. A huge Dragon Ball Z fan, first season. I'm not sure when it actually ended, but so I might have to rewatch it. Alright, the next place I actually went to was right next to the community one. It's right on the cross street actually, and I went up to the place and he didn't have any video games like completely displayed right in front, but I did decide to do something that everyone's been telling me to do, which is ask if they have any video games for sale. And I asked him and he said, initially he said, no, I don't. I was like, oh, do you have any video games at all? And he's like, I have some DS stuff if you're interested in that. And I said, of course I am. So I got these all complete in box, and he also had this case with some loose games. So let me show you what I got. So the first game is Picross DS, complete in box. Lego Batman the Movie, complete in box. Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. I think it's missing, yeah, it's missing the manual. This, no, I'm just playing. I wish this was complete in box. This is the box and manual. I also have the Pokewalker for that, so that's actually a pretty good pickup. So I'm pretty happy about that. If they had the game, it would have been so good, but nah, I can't be too mad because I got this, and this is pretty cool too. New Super Mario's DS, complete in box. Sonic Colors, complete in box. And Yoshi's Island DS, complete in box. Okay, and so a lot of these games were actually in this case, and we just put them back in the box. He had the boxes in a different storage bin. But the loose games are Mario Kart DS, Kung Fu Panda, My Sims Racing, My Sims Agents, Club Penguin Herbert's Revenge, Drawn to Life, My Sims Kingdom, My Sims Sky Heroes. So those were the loose DS games that I picked up from him. He gave me a pretty good deal. They were about $1 a piece, and so I feel like that was a fair deal. Plus I got this case. I'm going to have to clean it. There's a lot of pet hair, but yeah, whatever. And plus I got these cases, and also I got the Pokemon Gold Heart Gold case for free, pretty much, because he just charged me for the games. That one actually had the Pokewalker, and so I'm really happy that that one had the Pokewalker in it. So that was the second place that I went. And the third place I went to had these NES games. And it's interesting because they didn't have these displayed at all. And I went up and asked one of the sellers if they had any video games at all. And she said that they didn't have any for sale. They had a bunch of games, but they weren't for sale. And I was like, oh, really? And so I guess I talked to her husband, and he's actually a video game collector, and he told me about this thing called California Extreme, where they have it's like a big conference or convention where they have a bunch of video games and stuff. And we got to talking about video games and collecting and stuff, and I guess one of his friends or someone else that lives in the same house actually had some NES games. And I asked, oh, would you be willing to let me see them and possibly sell them to me? And he brought them out, and we talked some more about NES games, and he had like a box full of NES games, and he picked out a few of the games that he wanted to keep, but he sold me the rest of these for $2 each. And I thought that was really cool of them. So the people that I bought these from, Chris and Chris, thank you for talking to me about video games. It's always cool to talk about video games. And thank you for selling these to me. So I got these. There's a total of 11 games, and each one was $2. So $22 for all of these. Also, I got this to place my games in. I think this is pretty cool too. It helps protect the games. First one, Bible Adventures. Hoops. 10-yard fight. Spiritual warfare. Major League Baseball. Ninja Gaiden. Play action football. Rescue the Embassy Mission. Vegas Dream. Platoon. And Exodus Ultima. What's cool about Exodus Ultima is that it was one of the few NES games that actually had a battery pack, so you could actually save the game. There's instructions on how to save the game and continue your save on the back, and I thought that was really cool. None of the rest of these have the battery, and I think it was one of the first few that actually had the battery. So yeah. Oh, I also picked up some vinyl. I'm not a huge vinyl fan, but I'm a vinyl collector. But I figured for $1 a piece, this is a pretty good deal. And these are all people and artists that I thought are really cool. Actually, it's all one artist pretty much, but I thought it was pretty cool. So I got these for $1 a piece. Marvin Gaye, I Want You. Marvin Gaye Live. This is 4 sides. And Earth, Wind, and Fire, Gratitude. So I got these for $1 a piece. Also in the same neighborhood, actually. So all of this stuff came in the same neighborhood, surprisingly. And it just comes to show you, always ask if they have video games. Especially the NES games and the DS games. It's always worth it to ask. It's no harm. So I also picked up 3 PlayStation 3 games, so let me go grab those real quick. Okay, so I picked up these 3 PlayStation 3 games. He had them for sale. He had a few more, but I wasn't really interested in them. I'm more interested in RPGs and games that, I don't know, I guess are more stand the test of time. But pretty much, I got these 3 games for $10. He had them on sale for $5 each. And I just said, hey, I'll give you $10 for these 3. So the first game is Need for Speed Carbon, Uncharted, the first one, and Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition. And so he wanted 15 for them, and I just said I'll give you 10 for them because they're not as collectible, at least specifically not yet. I don't know if they'll ever be. PlayStation games usually don't get that collectible, but I love good video games, period. So I thought I'd buy them. And for about $3.50 up each, for each, it's not bad. Alright, so that was my pickups for today, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Alright guys, best and west. Catch you guys later.